but she's got numbers forward.
Great pass across the pool there. Quite a strong throw, especially in the water.
Number 13 for York's got it in their area. Thing about what women's water polo is, and the men's as well, is that there's a lot of fouls, a lot of foul play and things. So the game is often broken down by it.
Oh, was that a point then, or did it hit the
No,
post?
it hit post.
That was close.
So Lancaster's keeper's has it. She pushes out to number 3. Number 3 moves forward. She's into the York's half. She's looking for a pass, but she goes for a long-range effort. It's way wide. It's wayward. So York's keeper has the ball. York's players pushing up, looking to give her an option.
That's interesting. They're sending one of the York bench to go and fetch the wayward shot by the Lancaster player.
Number 5 for York has it at the back. Long-range shot. Long-range pass doesn't meet its target.
How far can the keeper come out? Like, I understand how number 4 could have got that there, quite obviously, but the keeper sort of stayed in the area.
Yeah, stay within the area. It's set out by the cones.
Oh yeah, I can just about see the cones.
Lancaster has the ball. Number 4 has it on the right-hand side, looking for a pass. Number 2's made a swim down the right-hand flank. And has it on the wing. She squares it.
Yeah, it sounds incredibly like a football commentary, James. 15 love.
The referee's called for the ball.
Where did the ball go to then, James? I've lost it. Is it in play? Oh.
Okay, so Lancaster are having a team talk, as are York at the moment, and the referee's got the ball. I'm not sure why. I think a timeout has been called.
I'd imagine timeout been called.
Now both teams are allowed to call timeout during the match. Twice, I believe.
Is that twice per half or twice in the entire game?
Twice in the entire game. It's unusual to take a timeout so early.
Well, there's 5 minutes left yet in the first period.
Yeah. Timeouts usually taken before big periods of time.
Do you know much about the strategies of water polo, James?
Mainly counter-attacking or long ball, really.
Similar to Bolton Wanderers, then, I take it.
Yeah. Lancaster have it in New York. So the referee's called a foul, and it's giving it to York. York counter-attack. Number 6 of York has it. Pushing up, looking for a pass. She doesn't have a teammate around her. She's holding it up well. He squares it to number 13. Onwards to number 4. She's also looking for a pass, but it looks like she's going to go for a shot. She does. Good save by Lancaster keeper.
York looked like they had a player coming up the side there, looking to get to the ball now. Lancaster just seemed to be a bit unaware that that player was coming up the side. Could it be potentially dangerous now? Because I don't know how.
Lancaster have a man down there.
Yeah, York seemed to have an awful lot more space.
But
Lancaster have retrieved the ball.
We've got their man back now as well.
Oh, that's good one for Lancaster.
Oh, good long-range effort from York from the halfway line. Hit the post. Lancaster's keeper has it. Long ball out to number 6 on the right-hand flank, intercepted by York though. So York has it in their half, looking for a pass. She's going to go long, instead she just goes to the middle of the pool. She's now looking for a pass. Passes back. Good 1-2. She turns and shoots, but again it's wide. This game's been. It's not been as end to end as some water polo games are so far. But currently, the referee is having a word with both sets of players. I believe one of the York players lost a cap, so therefore, York and Lancaster, near the Lancaster boys' goal. They have a shot, deflected over by the defender. Lancaster's keeper's got the ball. Lancaster pour forward into the York's half, looking to fresh. And tie teams in York area. She has a long range effort, but it's easy for York's keeper. So Lancaster go for the rebound. Pass it around nicely in front of York's goal. Finding space, another long range effort. And now York collect the ball and look to break. They play it simply out at the back. Lancaster tried making an early tackle but give away the foul. And York continues to push forward. So York have it now in Lancaster's half on the right one. Again, Lancaster gives away the foul. York square it. There's a good opportunity, but it's blazed way over. Lancaster's keeper's held it. It's in York's half now. She's looking for options. She's been shepherded by the defender. Where she's withheld possession. Oh, long range effort, hits the post. York's keeper has it now. Again, looking for options. That's short, but York's player turns a man, pushes forward. Oh, great shot, hits the post. But York rebound, and that's a goal. York are 1-0 up now. Still 2 minutes of the half to play. So Lancaster rung the changes.
There's 2 minutes left of the first period. Score currently 1-0 to York, having just scored. This is the women's water polo in Roses 2016, for those who have tuned in recently.
York break. Number 6 again. But Lancaster drag her down. And she's been zoomed in. York will look to make use of this extra man now. Long range effort, no. She decides to pass it out wide. An effort saved by Lancaster. And Lancaster regain their player. They spread it out to the left. Pass forward the ball.
Bit of a disruption there in the middle. Whose ball is it now? It's gone back to the Lancaster player.
Yep, the referee spotted a foul there and Lancaster have it.
They look quite close to the goal here. It's quite an offensive position. Going for the shot. Good stop by the York goalkeeper. Can she distribute it out from the back? Yes, she does. Goes to the York defensive player, who looks to play a long ball forward. It's gone to another York player moving forward. And will she take the shot on? It's stopped by a York player, not the goalkeeper. The York number 1, the Lancaster number 1 has played it out, swam it out to the corner. He's then thrown it back into the middle so that Lancaster number 3 can break forward.
Yeah, good play there. Now Lancaster have it in the centre.
I was a bit confused as to what the goalkeeper was doing there, taking it out, but obviously as long as she's in the area, they're making space for the players that can move forward in the middle of the pool.
Another foul.
The palm to the face there from the Lancaster player.
Yeah. Lancaster with a good ball forward.
3 seconds left of the first period, and there's the horn for the end of the first half.
Low scoring half in terms of water polo.
Really?
Yeah. Usually there's far more goals in it.
What was the last water polo match that you observed, Mr. Riley?
It was Roses last year, actually.
What score did that one finish? Do you remember?
I can't remember precisely.
This
but
isn't the quiz. It's just
there were more goals in it than this at this point. York were superior that time round. But now Lancaster on home, so maybe they can turn the tide of this game.
Tide.
So we've got a minute break now while both teams connect.
Would you say that obviously York being the superior side last time, would you say, having just watched this half, that Lancaster's team has improved and are much better defensively this time, or is it just York lacking firepower this time round, or is it a mixture of both?
I think Lancaster improved quite a bit this year. They were strong last year, but they got unlucky at times. But this year, Lancaster is just a better all-round team. At the same time, they've probably been buoyed by the earlier win in the swimming earlier today. So that's probably boosted them.
Pardon yet another swimming pun by James Riley.
20 seconds left to go. Referees calling players back to the mark. Of course, all 6 players start at their own side of the pool and challenge for the ball at the centre.
There's a sprint to the middle of the ball deployed along the halfway line.
So the referees get in the girls' position.
Have they not swapped sides? Or I can't imagine it advantage too much in the pool. A distinct advantage to being on one side.
7 minutes for the second period.
The referee begins the match. They charge into the middle, and he deploys the ball.
Looks like York can get there first. Yeah, they do.
Quite convincingly this time. There's a bit of a scuffle in the middle, just out of the first half.
Good pressure by Lancaster, and they gain the ball back. A long-range effort early on in the half. Test York's keeper.
It was a good stop as well. It came straight at her, but it was a good stop all the same.
Good long ball though from York, clean through.
York number 6,
and
there's a goal.
Score. Clinical there. That is a typical water polo goal though. Quick counter attack.
Very counter-attacking there.
Usually with a long ball over the top. And York utilised it perfectly there. Lancaster did try hold them up with a bit of a professional foul as well, but didn't do enough. So Lancaster now push forward, looking for a reply of some sort. It's gutting to concede so early in the second period.
Lancaster have plenty of time to get back into it, but you'd hope that they'll need to do it soon, really, to respond. Because if this half's anywhere near what the first half was like, we could go without a goal for a while.
Yeah. Lancaster spread it wide, looking for that goal. York are all over Lancaster. So, looking for a pass. Maybe considering the shot was a bit far out. There's not many options here though. And York has pressured her well and now they're great. And it's a 2-on-1. York looks like they're clean through here. She goes for a shot and again scores. Number 6 for York, that's her third of the game. She's on fire today. Lancaster clearly frustrated with that goal. It's important for them not to lose their heads at this point. It's a Lancaster kick-off. All moving forward. They go down the right wing. Playing it forward. Go for a shot. It bounces the wider left of the post. And York's keeper has it. York's number 6 is free. Lancaster, York's keeper couldn't hook it. Couldn't make the pass. Lancaster intercept. Lancaster now pushing forward after that interception. So Lancaster looking to get a shot away, and they do, and it hits the post. Unlucky. Now York are all over Lancaster in the corner, but they get the free kick. Lancaster looking for a pass. She finds one. Centres it. She's looking for. She goes for a long range shot. It's a good stop by York. Lancaster haven't been able to get a close range shot away yet so far in this game. And again, York stops. But a York player has been sin-binned for pulling down the Lancaster player who's doing a close range shot there. So now Lancaster will hope to get a goal out of this with an extra man.
And if you're just joining us, the score in the women's polo of Roses 2016 is 3-0 to York. And it's now 3-1.
3-1, great shot from Lancaster. They made perfect use of that extra person in the field. Great shot from the right into the bottom corner.
Do you think this will spur Lancaster on now to come back, maybe even to win, or do you think, from what you've seen so far, is it likely to be a little more convincing for York than?
It depends who gets the next goal. If Lancaster managed to get a second and it's going on, if York get another, then I think they might be outside in this game.
Well, there's at least another 4 minutes left.
Yeah.
So it's enough time, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. So, Lancaster have the ball in their own territory. They play it forward. Number 7, but York intercepts and push forward themselves now. Frantic game as this period comes to a close. Down the left flank.
Yeah, you can hear the crowd now. They're definitely getting ready now. There's just under 30 seconds left.
Yeah.
It must just be the York crowd quite close to us here.
Oh,
and that's another goal.
great goal. Number 4 from York, just pushed in from the left flank into the centre. She had plenty of time and space. Closing down from number 5 of Lancaster was too slow. Gave her too much time to shoot. She's popped up and placed it perfectly into the bottom right-hand corner of the net.
The score now reads 6-1 to York, and that is in the women's water polo Roses 2016. York have made a substitution there. Notice one player's got off and another has come in. 15.7 seconds left now.
Yeah. Lancaster have it on the right flank.
Another foul given away, maybe?
Yep.
Yeah.
But a timeout's been called by Lancaster's coach, I believe. The referees are consulting with each other. Yep, it has.
Timeout given by Lancaster. Do you think
The York coach is fighting with it? It's confusion right now on pool side.
Although Lancaster have the ball in what looks like a shooting position, clock has been stopped.
Yep, clock's been stopped.
So
the referees want the
Yeah.
ball.
So, do we think it is a timeout or a substitution, or there's a bit of confusion. There's only 9.8 seconds left, so it seems a little strange for Lancaster to call a timeout, especially at 6-1 down. Although Lancaster moving into the middle, the clock's still not been restarted.
It has not.
Been thrown into the middle.
Lancaster have it in the
5
centre.
seconds. Oh, good stop by the York keeper there.
Yeah, close range effort. Just tipped over the bar by the York keeper. At the time, York actually had a woman down who was in the sin bin for a previous offence.
So Lancaster now with 3 seconds left on the clock. It's been thrown in, and then there goes the horn.
Yep.
And
round of applause from both sets of fans.
The current score is 6-1 to York against Lancaster in Roses 2016 Women's Water Polo.
They'll be disappointed with this score right now. Lancaster have really let the game get away from them in the past period especially. And they haven't really shown enough attacking threat up front. We're at the halfway point in the game. And
the team switching sides?
Yeah, both teams are switching sides. To assess the performance so far, Lancaster haven't really shown enough threat up front. They've been passing it about, but they haven't had too many clear-cut opportunities. They haven't been sharp enough. They haven't had enough shots, really. And they haven't really had as many breaks as York have had. York have really played really basic breaks and also moments of skill, really good shots from outside of the areas.
The last couple of goals have been really really good throws from quite a way out.
Yeah.
It's impressive how they can get that much power and accuracy on it to beat the goalkeeper from that kind of range.
Yeah.
But as you say, York have been the better side by quite a way, especially in this first half of the match.
Yeah.
And the referee I think he's calling for the sides to get back into the water.
Yep.
For the start of the second half of the game. So
the Lancaster girls will they'll probably let their heads get down in the last half. They need to keep the morale up. They need to show some fight back to get back in this match. But this is where the subs are key and the fitness of your squad. There's still another quarter of an hour to play in this match, and it's important to see whether both teams can keep up the levels of intensity we've seen so far. Lancaster win the throw-in at the start of this third period.
Do you think Lancaster will come out fighting now? As you can see, they managed to get to the ball first this time.
Yeah.
So it's maybe something the coaches said at half time. Obviously, make sure you just get to everything first, or do you think it would be more along the lines of, don't give away as many fouls?
Yeah, they will be looking to tighten up defensively for sure. But at the same time, going forward's been the real problem this game. They haven't been scoring enough goals, showing enough threat. It means that York know that they can come forward more, put more pressure on. So they'll be wanting to progress more and show more intensity attacking, definitely. Lancaster's keeper has it now anyway. She plays it out from the back.
Good throw there, quite a way down the pitch. As we've said already, and Lancaster just hit the post there.
Yeah,
but it's quite impressive how accurate they can get it, especially when you're swimming. Because I mean, trying to stay afloat in the water to begin with is hard enough, but to be able to have to throw a ball and get it to go exactly where you need it to go is quite an impressive feat.
Yeah, it's tough.
Could this be another scoring opportunity for York? Good stop by the Lancaster goalkeeper there.
Yeah. So Lancaster's keeper has it. The referee's seeing something he doesn't like though.
It's been given back to the Lancaster goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So maybe was it a foul on the goalkeeper? Do we think?
I'm not quite sure. But it's been passed out anyway, regardless.
Round about the halfway line now for Lancaster. Bit of a scuffle there in the middle. The referee's not happy with that either. It looks like it's been given Lancaster's way. Then now there's lots of players. One moving into space there. Lancaster number 4. And she shoots. Ooh. Fantastic stop by the York goalkeeper there. Yeah, that was beats it over the net viciously. And quick cut to the Roses scores in general. Lancaster now have a 40-point lead. That is 4-0. Lancaster on 127 and York on 87. So back to the water polo, and Lancaster now attacking down the right hand side and throws it in. That is a great goal there from a fantastic angle for Lancaster to score from.
And she raises her fist and shouts at the crowd. She wants to see some sort of
fight,
reaction.
Yeah, some fight from the Lancaster players and more volume from the Lancaster crowd. It's quite loud as it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, now York have the ball back in the middle to score 6-2 to York with 5 minutes 24 seconds left to play in this period.
Yeah, still plenty to play. Lancaster can still get back into this game.
There's plenty of time, definitely, especially if they can score as many in as quick succession as York did in the first period. But it looks now like York are on the attack. One in space and a fantastic goal by York on the counter.
Yeah.
And
York's number 13 made that goal. She took 2 players out of the game.
That fantastic pass across.
Lobbed them both, and it was easy for number 4 to just tuck it home with a great finish to the left corner.
It was just her versus the goalkeeper, and in that situation, you'd bet on the attacker there, really.
Lancaster will be really disappointed to concede so soon after scoring themselves.
They say you aren't most likely to concede after you've just scored. Maybe that holds true in water polo.
Yeah.
Although, being quite a counter-attacking game to begin with, you can understand, obviously, after most attacks, if your players are down one end, if all your players are down one end of the field or down one end of the pool, it's quite difficult. You've got to be an incredibly strong and quick swimmer to get back, and in a good enough defensive position to stop the opposition from scoring. Lancaster number 12 now with a potential scoring opportunity. It hits the join between the upright post and the crossbar.
Yep. York had a woman sin-binned at that moment in time, which is why Lancaster got the free throw. York played forward quickly. It's a tactic they've employed quite a bit. But they're all over the Lancaster defender. And she wins the ball back.
Yeah, Lancaster now moving forward. plenty of players in space here on this near-hand side.
Mhm.
Although there's not loads of space. Lancaster takes a shot on, and it's caught by the York goalkeeper, who is actually wearing a red cap.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure what number it is. It looks like red number 2, but I think there's a red 2 on Lancaster's side, so maybe it is just a question of having the wrong number of caps for one side.
Anyway, back to the York have the ball in Lancaster's half. They play it up into the centre. A player has lost her cap again. The referees aren't happy with that. She throws it to the side as Lancaster's keeper throws it out and Lancaster break.
Referee's blowing his whistle.
Yeah, number 4 was all over the back of Lancaster.
Is that another sin bin?
Another sin bin for her.
And it's a fantastic goal there.
Good
Another goal
goal.
for Lancaster. The score now 7-3. Is that Lancaster number 4 that scored with a great throw into the top corner of the goal,
Mm-hmm.
beating the goalkeeper. And the York player now looks to have her cap back on,
Yep.
but is yet to get back into the pool.
York who got their player back from the sin bin as well. They're just getting ready to restart this game. With the score currently 7-3. And we're ready, we kick off again. So York have the ball in the centre of the pool. Lancaster pressing high up.
Looks like they're calling for foul there. Doesn't look very happy with the close quarters that Lancaster players are getting into there, but there's a scuffle over who has the ball, and Lancaster got there first between the two players that lost it, but then another York player came in and retrieved the ball.
Yeah.
Then York player pushed it over to another player on the left-hand side, and then it was thrown into the middle and collected quite easily by the Lancaster goalkeeper, who then distributes it to this left-hand side, closest side to us. And Lancaster number 3 is moving quite quickly up this left-hand side, throws it into the middle, again hits the upright.
Effort.
And Lancaster very unfortunate on 2 occasions now to not have had goals. Obviously, it's not a goal from hitting the posts,
No.
but it's 2 occasions now where Lancaster have been incredibly close.
Yeah.
And just thinking, if those 2 goals would have gone, if those 2 attempts would have gone in, they would have been a lot closer with 2 minutes left in this period to play. But now York on the attack, almost one-on-one with the goalkeeper, and it is a goal to York. The score now 8 points to 3, and Lancaster looking very deflated at this point after having just hit the frame of the goal.
Yeah, that was a soft goal to give away. Again, coming on the back of a good attack themselves. And they always manage to let York come really close. Whereas York always make Lancaster shoot from long range, make it difficult for them, make it so their keeper isn't tested much. York have a way of playing through Lancaster, getting into the holes, and being able to have short, close range shots that are far easier to finish.
The referee's blowing his whistle now. I'm not entirely sure what this is for, but it looks like it's a dead ball situation.
Yep, Lancaster have it in York's half right now.
Lancaster number 2 throws it back to the player that gave it to her on the right-hand side, and she looks to have lost the ball, but she has, the York player's retrieved it and thrown it back into the middle.
Yep.
But was given to a Lancaster player. Now Lancaster 3 has it. and that
Yeah,
is a
great goal.
to Lancaster. Score now 8-4. So Lancaster needed to score another 4 goals to even get a draw out of this game.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time to do it.
Yeah, there's 1 minute 48.3 seconds left in this period, but then with another 7 minutes to play, you think with Lancaster they seem to have picked up a bit.
Yeah, they have definitely.
Not trying to stay afloat as they were before.
No, they've definitely
yeah.
started to shoot more. They've definitely started to press more, which is what we needed to see from them. And they started to tighten up a bit at the back. They haven't copied the same as they did in the second period. They did let the heads drop.
Quick attack now by Lancaster, number 3, who's just scored the goal. Throwing it back in. And is that another fantastic goal from the Lancaster number 3 on his left-hand side? Lancaster now reducing the deficit to just 3 points now. And
that was a very
that
good
was
goal.
2 goals in quick succession for Lancaster number 3 from a very similar angle. She's looking dangerous from this side. The York defence really need to watch her. Really, she's just had pretty much the same attempt, and they've not picked it up twice. And if they keep on letting her do that, York could have wasted their. It was 5-goal cushion from a few moments ago.
It's important for Lancaster to get as close as possible to the 8-goal mark within this period. They don't want to be chasing the game too much by the end of the game, when they'll clearly be more tired.
Yeah, it's quite impressive, really. York seem to have slipped up a little bit here, with the being 5 goals in front to now only 3. York are on an attack at the minute, and it has actually gone in. The goal deficit for Lancaster is now back to 4 goals. York, with a long-range effort, going over the goalkeeper into the top left-hand corner of the goal. 53.9 seconds left to play in this period. Score is 9-5 to York, and you're watching the women's water polo at Roses 2016. James Riley not happy with something happening in the commentary booth, but Lancaster now have the ball back again, but it's been retrieved by a York player, but she's been tackled by a Lancaster player. Now it looks like a foul's been given against Lancaster, and York now have the ball. The York player moving into space right in the middle. They've got plenty of open water in front of her to attack into there. It's almost one-on-one with the goalkeeper here. Will they score? No, it looks like she's been stopped by the Lancaster player, but is it a foul?
No, it's not.
Lancaster have the ball back with the goalkeeper.
Good defending. So Lancaster's keeper goes long to number 2. She's in plenty of space, but the pass is wayward, and York can break now. That was loose. Yeah,
the Lancaster player wasn't looking where the ball went, and the ball just sort of went over, and she just carried on swimming. York now making the most of that missed opportunity by Lancaster, and a fantastic save there.
Great save.
The attempt by the York player from quite a distance out almost got the Lancaster goalkeeper out, but she managed to palm it away, and that is the end of the 3rd period. The score 9-5 to York. Quite a few good goals in that period.
Yeah, Lancaster began to show quite a bit of a fight back, which is what we wanted to see. York continued to press though, and did get some good goals themselves. We started to see the intensity that I expected in the game. The first period was a bit slow, but now it's really kicking off between the two.
Yeah, the 2 teams look a lot closer in this half, as a lot more so than they did in the first half. Obviously, after the first period, it being 1-0, it was quite close, but then in the second period, York really started to pull away and starting to make Lancaster sweat. It was 5-1, I think, at the end of the second period. And now, with the scores at 9-5, both teams now showing they're able to score some quality goals, and it's turning out, it's looking like it's going to be a really interesting final period, especially if Lancaster can continue the sort of early period form that they started with in the 3rd.
Yeah, the game certainly became more open in that period. York will ideally want to see this period out and try to control the game, try kill the game, try lead to more dead ball situations and just slow the game down completely. You'll probably start to see more fouls and more sin bins in this last period, just to break the game down, make Lancaster lose their tempo and lose any chance of a fight back. Really, Lancaster want to keep it open, and they'll need a quick response to narrow this gap, because there's still 4 goals in it, which is still quite a gap to breach in 7 minutes. But the final period begins.
just a reminder, you're listening to the women's water polo in Roses 2016. The scores starting the fourth period at 9-5 to York. Lancaster winning the ball first.
Yep.
And moving forward with haste here. Advancing in quite a menacing line for the York defence. But the ball has been lost and the referee has blown for a foul.
Yeah.
And York now have the ball.
Yeah.
Lancaster players need to get back quickly, or else they could really be outnumbered here. York moving forward, intercepted by the Lancaster player, and now they can break.
Good swimming here, strong and direct.
The Lancaster player has been tackled and fouls the York player. It seems. There looks to be a bit of a scuffle in the middle there. One player almost swimming over the other player. Can't make it the clear. I think it was the Lancaster player that swam over, but the York player now has the ball and throws it into the middle. Will she get the shot off? Good stop by the Lancaster goalkeeper, who is looking to distribute it to the Lancaster player right down here. It's number 3, I think, who scored the goals in the first. No, it's not. It's number 7, who's swam around the York defender and has been fouled in what looked to be a very good scoring opportunity, but it's now been distributed to number 3, and it looks like she's been fouled again.
Yeah.
Lancaster now with the shot.
Oh,
good ball, not just reaching the goal. Oh, and number 7 there, just getting the ball.
Right. Yeah. So a good long-range effort by Lancaster. It just bobbled. The keeper couldn't get there. Lancaster followed up really well, and the rebound with an improvised over-the-head shot hit the bar, unfortunately. And
although, did you say it was a foul of the keeper from that shot?
Yeah,
anyway,
there was an ensuing scuffle afterwards, in which there was a foul on the keeper.
Although Lancaster number 2 then being pulled back by the head by the York player, and when they looked like they were getting...
Yeah, and that's led to her sin-binning now.
Making quite a bit of ground on the York goal there, but... the Lancaster player played a pass, and number 23 for Lancaster wasn't quite looking at hitting her in the face, but she's then picked the ball up and thrown it at the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a tame effort there, really, from Lancaster 23.
Yeah, I don't think she really expected it, to be fair.
Maybe the knock in the face confronted her a little bit. But now the York player returning from the sin bin gets the ball on the left-hand side in plenty of space, plenty of time to move up the pool. With 5 minutes left, still no score in this final period, but it looks like there's been a change over the ball, but the referee not happy with something.
Yeah.
The coach on the side, or somebody on the side, is appearing to really encourage the Lancaster girls to keep moving forward. We've got a lot of space to move into on this right-hand side, but being swamped by the York player. It looks like it's been a foul, but Lancaster have the ball again. To throw it into the middle, maybe?
Yeah, she squares it, which is a risky ball, but it was a foul regardless. And Lancaster had a decent shot, but it was saved by York's keeper. And then in trying to get the ball back, the York player was fouled. So York play it forward now. So
who has the ball there? You're both facing away from me. I can't see the caps.
York has the ball currently in Lancaster's half, being pressured really well by Lancaster. Tries to pick a pass, but it's loose because of the pressure. And Lancaster nearly intercepted there, but York was swift on it and now get the foul.
As of yet, still no score in this final period, but the ball forward met by the Lancaster goalkeeper, who then throws it out right down this left-hand side to number 7, who's charging forward here into plenty of space, being swamped by the York number 6. Lancaster 7 throws it back to 23, and quick cut to the overall Roses scores. Lancaster have taken an even further lead, now on 131 points to 87 points, as more final results come through to the Roses score centre in Roses Village.
Lancaster with a good effort there on goal, but unfortunately it was just wide. So now York has the ball. Looking for a pass. Not many options, but she finds one on the left flank. Yep, further in deep into Lancaster territory now. She's got it around the corner, the pass back. Good play there from York. They're just slowing the game down, playing really simple passes. They just want to kill Lancaster's momentum right now.
Do you have any mints, James? Do you have any mints?
No.
I could do with a polo.
Ah, great.
Lancaster attacking now. There's just over 3 minutes left on the clock. Looking unlikely now for Lancaster to get back into this game. There's still not been any score in this period, but York now attacking. Dragged back by the Lancaster player. And could that be a sin bin? It looks like she's heading over to the corner.
Yeah.
The sin bin for the Lancaster player.
So Lancaster threw a sloppy pass, which has actually happened a couple of times in this period, as if they've lost their concentration, but it's probably due to fatigue in this last period.
Yeah, a timeout has been called. There's been plenty more than 2 timeouts.
Yeah,
wasn't there?
yeah. I think
Although maybe there has been 2 timeouts per team.
yeah,
I'm not sure.
yeah. I think there has been. So the loose pass was pounced on by York, who were going to take a break, but the Lancaster number 2 player professionally fouled her to prevent her breaking, and in doing so has not only given away the foul, but has also got sin bin. This is really played into York's hand, because now they can really climb this set piece. If they get a goal here, they've got 10-5 up over Lancaster, at which point the game is probably beyond Lancaster.
I'd imagine it's a bit beyond Lancaster at the minute, with 4 goals to get in 3 minutes, having not scored in, 3.5 minutes, having not scored in the first 3.5 minutes of this period. You'd have thought Lancaster would have wanted to score early to set the momentum going and really get the blood pumping in the final period to really make York work for it. But York now with the attack, and that is a goal here. Off the bar and in. It was a very good finish there.
Really good placement on that.
Yeah. The score now 10-5 to York in the women's water polo of Roses 2016. Lancaster probably a little bit out of the game here. You can't imagine they can come back, as they've struggled to score really, apart from the third period where they managed to really take the game to York and reduce the deficit, although York had been scoring just as much in that period.
Lancaster now trying pot shots. Number 4 there for Lancaster, turning around the halfway line and having a shot, which was actually very close, only just going past the post. But now York's keeper plays it out as York look to push forward again.
2 minutes 43, 42 left on the clock now, and York look like they have a penalty, and yeah, it's been thrown in, and York with another shot. It hits the post.
Good save.
Oh, was it a save?
Yep. Good save there. Lancaster coach is urging players to get forward at this point.
The game isn't over until the very end, so of course Lancaster still have a chance to get into it.
Lancaster have it on the left wing here, playing it inside. Being pressured still quite high up the pitch by York.
I'd say Lancaster do still have a chance to get a couple of goals left there. They're looking like they're attacking quite menacingly, but then ball has been given to the York player now as it's been turnover. And York look to launch the ball down the field. It's been another foul for grappling the player by the looks of it. And then a nice one too there, the York player in plenty of space as the Lancaster player has been sin-binned. The ball bouncing off the inside of the upright post, and the Lancaster keeper claiming it and distributing it to the left-hand side.
That was a lucky escape there for Lancaster, to be fair. That York shot would have got in.
Yeah, it was incredibly close. Could have come off the other side. And
that's an amazing goal.
with a brilliant
She's
shot.
scored a few already, but that was easily on her own halfway line for Lancaster.
That was a
A
fantastic
long-range
yeah.
effort straight in.
Score 6-10, although maybe more of a consolation goal at this point.
Yeah,
Can't see Lancaster getting back into it with just under 2 minutes left.
it'd be nice for Lancaster to narrow the score a bit in these
Yeah.
last few minutes.
You never know, anything is possible.
Yeah,
Although York on the attack here again, this second half looking very much like the game you were describing in the first period to me. And York now with another shot and a fantastic goal there, moving away from the goal, swimming on her back and then launching it. It just goes above the head and between the hands of the Lancaster goalkeeper.
it's been far too easy for York to do that, to just play through Lancaster and score really easy goals like that. Whereas Lancaster have relied on the wonder goals and the long-range efforts like we just saw from them.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, some of the Lancaster's plays have been pretty good in the first or in the third period when they managed to make quite a bit of space for themselves and exploit it by getting some pretty good goals in. But York have just been able to do that all the way throughout the game.
Yeah.
They've been challenging the Lancaster goalkeeper quite a lot. And a fantastic save there brought out of the York goalkeeper from yet another long-range effort. And it looks like a foul's been given right in this corner. Is that by the York goalkeeper?
Yeah. So Lancaster have it. The York goalkeeper was pressured by two players, had to give away the ball, really. Lancaster play it in, but York give away the foul.
Lancaster number 10 throwing it out to Lancaster 4, who scored the fantastic goal from before. Yet another foul given by York.
She was also being fouled by York there. She has the ball now.
York giving away quite a lot of fouls at this point. And number 9 for Lancaster hitting the upright and the ball just being ushered around the post by the York goalkeeper. Lancaster unlucky again to not get a goal there. I think that's been the main story really throughout this game, with just under a minute left to play now. A lot of Lancaster's attempts have either been stopped by the impressive York goalkeeper at times, but mostly the frame of the goal, which just sort of shows York being much more clinical when they're taking the attacks.
So Lancaster have it now in defence, looking to move forward, playing it down this left flank again. They favoured this left flank for moving forward. Number 4 moving forward with it.
30 seconds left to play now in this final period of the women's water polo at Roses 2016. The score, York leading Lancaster by 11 points to 6. The clock's been stopped for yet another foul on the Lancaster player, with the ball being in pretty much in the dead centre of the pool and then thrown backwards by the Lancaster player. Now, another fantastic attempt by the Lancaster player, number 4 yet again, I think, from quite a range. Not catching the goalkeeper at this time, forcing her into a decent save, has to be said. She did well to get to that and not be caught out once again. The ball thrown into the middle. York now have the ball, I think, with just under 10 seconds left to play, although it looks like the York player's been sin-binned here.
Yeah, they have.
I can't imagine it'll affect the end of the game too much. Lancaster player with that. That the York player deflected it into her own net.
She did.
Oh, the Lancaster player without a cap on, so we're unable to see her number. I'd imagine it was number 4.
It was number 4, yeah.
With another long-range effort from, again, dead centre in the pool. It wasn't going in, I don't think, but then the York defender stuck up her hand and it bounced off her hand and went into the goals. So what's looking like it's going to be the final score now.
Yeah, it will be.
11 points to 7 for York, with 2.1 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, we'll only have time for this kick-off, really. As the York player returns from the sin bin just to finish off this period.
Unless, are we expecting a fantastic attempt here by the York player? No, the horn goes. She went for it, and it was just a bit wide, but she was a little bit out of time. The final score, scores on the board, James Riley.
York have won the women's water polo 11-4.
11-7.
I'm going to say, that didn't sound quite right. That was the women's water polo at Roses 2016. The final score, 11-7. You can hear the York players in the pool celebrating their victory already. And stay tuned in to these streams through Roses Live. You can tune into the darts now, I believe, through LA1 to watch the coverage on there. Or there is plenty of other coverage available, or check out the audio boom through the radio catch-up to hear some more match reports and interviews from throughout Roses weekend.
Down there. I was just sat there, she's sat